What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here. Today we're going to be comparing the Glock 43x to the Glock 45. A lot of people have been asking this question lately. And what I say is you can't go wrong with either of them. But I look at these as being two different completely different firearms when it comes to their uses. The 43x is going to be carry, conceal, revolve. This is how they came up with it. How can we make a great firearm that can compete with these other ones? And it has an awesome grip angle. This is the most ergonomic Glock, in my opinion. It's the 43x and the 48 because they do use the same lower. Obviously, mine doesn't have a rail because I got a Glock 48 when they first came out, and all I did was switch the upper. So that is one nice thing about the 43x and 48 is you can swap the uppers. I can go grab my 48 slide right now, put it on this upper, run flawlessly, function fine. Whereas I just built an aftermarket slide, Glock barrel, Glock internal upper, and now I got the 43x and the 48. 10 rounds is what it comes with. Glock mags, 10 rounds flush. If you want to branch out and get the Shield Arms mags, you need a metal mag catch, and it'll be 15 plus 1. The problem with that is you literally have one OEM mag for this firearm and then one aftermarket magazine, which has been about 50% reliable based off polls I've taken for people. I've never had issues. I have 8 of them, not a single issue. Other people I know of have had a lot of issues. So you got to consider that with the 43x. Are you going to be happy with the 10 plus 1 setup in something the size of a 19 in this direction, but thinner by 0.16 inches? Also, the 43x and 48 lower takes a 43 upper. So if you have a Glock 43, you can buy a 48 and just take the 43 upper off, and you can have both firearms once again. Oh, actually all three, the 43, 43x, and 48, which is really nice. And also that's why that slide is so thin up there. I mean, that is thin as can be. Next up, Glock 45. To me, I could never carry this firearm. I tried carrying it, having a 4-inch barrel. It's just going to be the same length slide as a Glock 19. And then your grip is going to be the same length as a Glock 17 rounds. This thing is an amazing shooter. Can't argue with its shootability. Can't argue with its ergonomics. It's dang near perfect. I just can't carry the darn thing. And it does have a rail. It's just too big in my opinion. If you can carry it though, carry it. It's a great, smooth shooter. Now actually, I shoot them pretty similar. If I shoot these back to back, it's basically going to look the same. I really like my 43x. I've shot it a lot more, but I can grab the 45 at any time and shoot it just as good as this, even though I've put thousands more rounds through my 43x. Both of them, actually 43x, 100% reliable. Glock 45 had a malfunction on my 3rd round, but after talking to people and looking at the video and stuff, all it was is fresh magazine springs. Glock has the best springs in their magazines. It had to break in a little bit, not a single issue since. Great firearm, awesome firearm. If you are willing to conceal and lug around this huge firearm all day long with 17 rounds, that's more weight, then this is the go-to. You can't go wrong with the ergonomics. You can't go wrong with the feel of this firearm, the shootability, and so on. The 43x, on the other hand, I really like the grip angle. I think the trigger is the best trigger on any Glock. And it just feels so good in my hand. Plus, I like shorter slides. You have the ability to carry this and conceal it a lot more than that 45. You can't go wrong with either, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. I like both firearms a lot, but for me, they have different roles. This would be more of a carry conceal firearm. This would be more of a home defense, range toy, and so on. But if you can conceal this, by all means do it. They're both great firearms, but think about it. The 45, you get capacity with OEM mags. The 43x, you're only going to have 10 rounds with OEM mags. That's a big thing for a lot of people. Let's compare the size real quick before we get out of here. That's the difference in barrel/slide length. Look at the width though. That slide on the 43x is so thin because it takes Glock 43 uppers. And then capacity, 15 on the left, 17 on the right, so they're about even. But the 45 is going to be a lot wider than the 43x. Both great firearms, like I said. Honestly, you can flip a coin if you're willing to conceal such a big firearm. Thanks for watching.